Greetings, fellow humans. It finally took a while, but I finally got round to doing this video blog like I wanted to do. I really wanted to do this because it was something that I wanted to try my hand at. I've always had many different interests and I've wanted to try new things as I get bored quite a fair bit, and I like to experience many things, be a jack of all trades, if you will. Right now, I guess this is what I wanted to do, this whole video log, even though, yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, introductions. My name is Jason, and as I mentioned earlier, I have many different interests such as football, video games, manga, anime, wrestling, music, all sorts. Okay, so really, this is what this particular video log is going to be about. Everything and anything. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, one thing that I really wanted to mention was a lot of this is really just going to be my view, my opinion on things, because, well, that's the reason why you're watching it, isn't it? But, yeah, because I've always felt that that's always something that stopped me in the past. I felt that I don't like to say stuff unless it's worth saying. If you want expert analysis, if you want expert opinion, go to an expert, because after all, if you're asking me for something, it's purely going to be opinion, nothing more, nothing less. So what's changed now? Nothing, quite frankly. That is still kind of how I feel, but I'm not going to let that stop me from doing all this because it's going to help me in more ways than one. I wanted to have somewhere where I could record my experiences, so then I can look back on a later date and just see how much I've progressed or regressed if that's the case. Yeah, I do have a personal blog called While I'm Sane. If you click the link in the description, it will take you there, and I haven't really updated it as much as of late. Yeah, anyway, at one point I was just looking back, and around 2010, 2011, I read those posts that I made and I think, man, those were some dark years. Those were some really depressing posts and all that. I was in a pretty bad place then. And to be fair, I can remember an instance where I suppose I would have thrown myself out of that window right there. If and the drop would have been like huge. But the only thing that stopped me was realizing that window didn't open wide enough. So yeah. Yeah, and don't even get me started on all those times when I was just about to cross the road and I see a huge lorry and bus and I just imagine, and yeah, or even when the train was coming and Anyway, I didn't mean to take this depressing turn. All I wanted to say was when you look back at those times and then you reflect on yourself now, you'll realize how much you've changed your mentality and attitude. So it's always helpful to keep like a diary or some sort, because that way you can look back at yourself, because that's the only way we're going to get better. If to get better, to better yourself, you need to look back. You need to look back at what you've become. That's why we have history. That's why we study history and all that, so we don't repeat the mistakes. For those of you that do know me, maybe you'll watch this and you'll find out something about me that you've never known before. Who knows? So technically this is my first video, which I hope explains what I'm trying to do and why I'm doing it. But yeah, hopefully you'll be there for my next upload. If not, you're not, then that's cool. But in the meantime, this is Jason signing off. Take care.